Yeah.
Okay, what's up, people? I believe that we're live. If we're not, then we'll just be talking to ourselves for a little while. I am one of your hosts. I am Nikki, and I want to introduce you to my buddy Ivy, who is the other host.
What's up, everybody?
Ivy, why don't you let them know what's going on with Black Spasms and this adventure that we've embarked upon?
Sure. So, first of all, thank you, Nikki, for putting this together. For those of you who don't know, some of you may. I'm trying to fix my locks while we're doing this. Nikki is our media director for Black Spasms, and she has been working tirelessly on being able to produce content and being able to have us have a live platform for conversation. So this is live. So we ask a couple of things of you. Number one, be patient. Number two, be kind. And number three, participate and give us feedback and let us know what you would like to see in terms of topics. Today, we are literally just going to have a little chat session and give you a little bit more about Black Spasms, as well as talk about a couple of things that Nikki and I talk about all the time anyway. So we're just going to have some fun and let you in on our conversation. So it's not really going to be structured, and it's not going to be the same as what we're going to be doing moving forward on our intimate conversations. So anyway, Black Spasms. Ooh, you guys have been seeing this everywhere, right? Nikki's been sharing it. I've been sharing it. Chelsea's been sharing it. Les has been sharing it. Our amazing supporters have been sharing it. So what is Black Spasms? If you had an opportunity to look at the website, you probably read all the little stuff that I put down there, and you kind of get a gist of it. But for those who are new to this or need some more information, Black Spasms was a concept and platform that was created in its infancy in 2014. By myself and Les Browder, who's the author of our book, Black Spasms. And we were sitting down really talking about the pain and discomfort associated with being Black in America. And we have had that very much in the forefront as of late, of course. And, so it's something that's been on the minds and hearts of many people that it normally wouldn't be, because it's not their daily experience. What we are doing, what our team is doing, and what those that are contributing to Black Spasms as a platform are doing, is we're weeding through all the just the standard media information that you're getting, and we are getting down to the daily experiences of Black lives in this country. We know we matter. So seeing that painted on a basketball court is fantastic. Seeing that on the backs of jerseys, seeing that on the front of T-shirts, it's fantastic. But we know that there's many out there that are never ever going to agree with that statement, that Black Lives Matter, and we don't need them to, quite frankly. We want to share Black lives and the stories behind our experiences every day for those who actually do care, for those that don't know what their coworker, who they go to their job with every day, and everything's hi, bye, how the kids, yada, yada, and they don't understand that we're having Breonna Taylor situations, we're having George Floyd type situations in our family, and friends and everything. So it's just peeling back that face that we have to put on every day, because functioning in everyday society is a requirement of all of us. Some of us do it better than others, And some of us that should be doing it better, like those of us who hold offices and positions, they should be doing it better. But for us, we want to pull it back and say, hey, we are Black. We are Black first, by and large. And that is a situation that our society has created. And we've been dealing with it, and we've been doing it pretty well. And we're pretty tired at this point in time. We're pretty tired. So this isn't a Black versus white thing. This isn't a Black versus anybody thing. This is a Black love thing. We are trying to recover and recoup and repair and build so that we can move past Black spasms. Black spasms are, you know what a spasm is. Everybody that's watching knows what a spasm is. They've had one before, okay? You don't know when it's coming. It's not like an injury and you know it's happening. You don't know when it's coming. You don't know how long it's going to last, okay? And when you don't have one for a while, you forget that they exist, okay? You forget that that's a possibility. And that, in the simplest of terms, is what it's like being Black in America. We have these microaggressions and all kinds of things that come at us, and we deal with it. We don't know how long it's going to last because we didn't create it. And then when things are smooth and rolling along and we've had success and we've got good career and we've got this and that, and then something comes and smacks us right in the face, we're like, oh yeah, that's right. Those spasms can come at any time. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I hope that explains things. Nikki, did I do all right? Did I give it?
You did great. You did absolutely great. I'm over here because I'm having some technical difficulties, and please bear with me. For some reason, the platform that we're using is not allowing me to respond back to those on Facebook. So give me a second.
You keep working on that, Nikki. I'm gonna keep popping in. So we got some stuff going. Listen, again, guys, this wasn't scripted or anything. We're just out. We just came here to talk to you. And so, that's Black Spasms in a nutshell. So those of you that have contributed already and supporting us, you've contributed to us being able to establish these platforms, to have the tools that we need to have our book editors, and for us to get all of our legal, things in place, structurally, as a nonprofit. Like, so you've contributed to something that's actually happening. And I know you guys but I do want you to know, you guys have been able to these platforms. We just wanted to get on here so you can see our faces.
Yes.
So that's a really important piece. But so we are going to be, I'll hop ahead to some things that are upcoming for Black Spasms, and then we'll get into some of our fun stuff today. If you've seen the post for IOU, IOU is the Institute of Understanding, and it is the education arm of Black Spasms and Eradicate Black Spasms. We are going to be providing free online education and training and courses in certain arenas, business development, obviously Black history, art, music. We've got so many amazing minds that are collaborating right now that are going to be providing us with not only content and curriculum, but also with their time in terms of instruction. So there's been a lot of things moving behind the scenes, and I'm looking forward to bringing that out in the next 10 days. I just looked at this October 5th. 10 days from now, we'll be introducing that and putting out our first set of classes. So that is there. We also have a business directory, Black-centered business directory, so Black-owned, Black-focused businesses. We're going to be highlighting that more. That's something that's been on our website for a while, and people have been adding their businesses to that. So we'll be pushing that out. I know you guys have seen our online store, and our amazing illustrator, I might get teary eyed talking about how gifted this young lady is. Chelsea is one of the most amazing humans that I've come in contact with, but also one of the most authentic illustrators. And she just takes my random thoughts, Nikki's random thoughts, Les's random thoughts, and makes them beautiful. And so I just have to give a shout out to her on that. So all the stuff that you're seeing.
Hey, Chelsea. We love you, girl.
All the things you're seeing from the illustrator perspective, and you haven't even seen her best stuff yet. You haven't even scratched the surface. Chelsea's going to be illustrating the entire Black Spasms book. So anything that you see on there in our store, all that illustration, it was important for us to have an illustrator on the team so that we can create original content, and that was very, very important. So you've seen that, and then I just touched on the book, and that's the last thing. The book. I know we've been like talking about the book, talking about the old book, talking about the new book. So here's what's going on with the book. The book is complete and in its editing phase. We will be hitting the publishing here this month, and we are planning on having that release by, the hope is November 1, if not November 15. But the deal is we decided to take the original Black Spasms books from 2014 and the content that has been created and written by Les and make one new book. And so going through the editing process and things of that nature, and the creative process as a team, we decided that was the trajectory. And I can't even wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to read the rest of it, and I can't wait to share it with everybody, because that was the original thing that brought us here, was the book. And so those of you who have been fortunate enough to read the original, this one's going to knock your socks off. So thank you, Allison. Awesome. Thank you. This is a new platform for me. I am a super nerd, as most of y'all know, but I am not like the podcast thing. Like, this is really cool. And this is my first time doing this and going live. And, Nikki and I were just sitting here like, okay, nervous. Okay. All right. Ready. And I'm like, it's just like a game, just like getting ready to play.
For those that don't know, I use like a college basketball star. So she talks about everything in reference to basketball and games and everything. So I'm the technical person. I'm doing all this stuff to make crap pop up on the screen. So if I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to get used to everything. But I just want to thank everyone that's on Facebook that is commenting. It's not allowing me to respond to you on Facebook for some retarded reason. It's telling me that there's some type of bug. So just know that if you send a comment, I will pop it up on the screen. So just know that that we do see, what's there, and we love you guys for watching, and thank you so much. So I just wanted to add that in there. So look what Chelsea said.
Love you, Chelsea. Listen, we're figuring out the technical stuff, and Chelsea's actually going to be the one that's going to call us right after this and be like, okay, I know how to fix all that. So
right.
Here's the deal. We just wanted to be out here and we wanted to give faces to this platform and to this movement. I have to thank and I have my list of people, but I wanted to wait until Wednesday to do an official thank you for our original contributors, because you guys have you've blessed us with support in so many ways so that we could actually get out here and do this. It is important. Go ahead, Nikki.
I'm gonna hop in real quick. So we this is just kind of introductory to let you guys know that we're going to actually be doing a weekly live show every Wednesday at 4 p.m. And hopefully by Wednesday I'll have worked out the kinks with the thank you, Allison. Hopefully I will have worked out the kinks with replying to Facebook. So on Wednesday's show, we're going to dive more into Black Spasms and what Black Spasms is, and how we plan to change, things in our communities and things of that nature. So just so that you don't be like, well, I missed this part, I missed that part. Wednesday is a deep dive into Black Spasms, what it is. You hear us talking about Chelsea and Les, and I know you guys are like, who are these people? We're going to dive more into who they are on Wednesday. So I just kind of wanted to clear that up so people aren't like, okay, I don't know who a Les is, I don't know who a Chelsea is. But this is just kind of us coming on, letting you guys know that this is what we are going to be doing. This is a huge step for me and for Ivy. But, we just felt like the time was now. And I don't know if Louis and Michael are watching, but I want to give a shout out to them out of Miami. They did a live, I want to say, I'm trying not to get teary-eyed because I'm so emotional today. They did a live last week about stepping out of your fear. And this, to me, is extremely fearful. But like Ivy said, the time is now. Like, I just, with everything that's been going on, sitting on the sidelines, I felt helpless. I felt like there was nothing, that I can do. And then, hey, Rhonda, my cousin Rhonda said hi. So, Ivy, and I got to talking and everything, and she explained to me about Black Spasms, and she asked me to be a part of it. And I was absolutely honored that she asked me to be a part of it, because I so believe in what Black Spasms stands for, what Black Spasms actually can do. And I really would like for you all to tune in on Wednesday to get more of a deep dive into Black Spasms, into the website, into our contributors, our supporters. This is a lot, it's a lot that we're taking on right now. It's just kind of, 4 of us, and we hope to expand. But we're just 4 people who are trying to make a difference. And, we believe that we can make a difference. Between the 4 of us, we have a wealth of knowledge and experience, and we just want to share that, with people, with you all. Because I know, hey sis, hey Louie, there's just so much going on, and I know that it's taken a toll and an effect on all of us. And I think this is just our way of sharing with you all and hoping that you all share with us what's going on. So real quick, Ivy, can you just share with them?
I caught your segue.
Okay.
So with Nikki saying that we need you guys to share with us, we've been pushing out and trying very, very hard to collect Black Spasms. And Black Spasms are the stories. Black Spasms are the moments. It is incredibly important to us. This is what kept me up at night. This is what made me spend 12, 14 hours a day for weeks on end, designing this platform and creating the website and creating this, this idea, expanding upon this idea that Les and I came up with. We need to know what you're going through. We need to know what you deal with. We need to know what something you remember from when you were 10 years old, maybe something that you never told anybody. Maybe you didn't have an outlet there. We carry these things. And this is not something that is isolated to the African-American experience, in this country, that people go through things and carry things and hold things. But we wanted to offer a platform to Black lives to tell those stories and to share those spasms, because oftentimes in our culture, and we're going to deep dive on this, so let me just touch my toe in it, we don't have a great support surrounding mental health. And so we need to talk about things that many of us have not let go of, and many of us may still be experiencing to this day. So this is why we're here. So when we talk about submit your Black spasms, share your life, that's what we're talking about. Just this week and last week, I got a couple of amazing stories, and I can't wait to share them. I wanted to read through them, meditate on them, and place them as we reintroduce our site in this next coming couple of weeks. But people have been sharing some really, really deep things, and that's what we want to have, because quite frankly, we don't want to have to pay the ultimate Black spasm in order for our story to be told. And we have experienced the ultimate Black spasms being paid in order for stories to be told. We didn't know who George Floyd was. We didn't know Breonna Taylor. We didn't know Elijah McClain. We didn't know any of these people. And we didn't know why it was important for them to be here. We didn't know why they, had their particular struggles or went through whatever or why they had their particular successes. So we don't want to pay the ultimate Black spasm before you know my story or Nikki's story, okay, or anyone else's story. We want to talk about what's going on. We want to share, and we want to build that community surrounding it. So that's why we need people to share. Tell your story. Yes. Have an outlet. Get it out. You don't need to tell us if you don't want your name on, don't put your name on. If you don't want your photo on, don't put your photo on. This is not something, we're not trying to take advantage of your experience. We're trying to share your experience, because someone out there may be dealing with the very same thing that you're dealing with. You may be 40 years old speaking about an experience you had in your teens, and you may have a young person looking and trying to figure out how to navigate that now. So that is what this is really all about. Okay. And thank you for sharing this. Look at this. We got Black spasms coming in right now.
Exactly. I love it. So Ty says, this is true. My husband is a 20-year law enforcement vet, and he joined the force to make a difference because of an experience he had as a teenager. Thanks for sharing, sis. Really, really appreciate that.
Thank you. We need to know these. We need to talk. We just need to talk. I mean, no, we don't. Listen, we got enough junk being spewed out of everybody, out of people that we're supposed to be looking up to and supposed to be depending upon for all kinds of things. And that's fine. People are flawed. It's okay. We're all flawed. Okay. What we want to do is get on here and tell our stories and talk about how we can make a difference, how we can shift this. We don't just want to make a statement. We want to make a difference.
Yes. Yes.
I got to write that one down.
Yes. So I'm gonna in the interest of sharing, if you all could go to the link that's on your screen, Linktree/Backspasms, and follow us on all of our social media platforms are there: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So when we broadcast live on Instagram, yes, but we broadcast live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So if you know people that you want them to experience this, they can watch us on YouTube. I have my family watching on YouTube because they're not on social media. On Twitter and on Facebook. So go to it's linktr.ee /Black Spasms. And I'll actually put that in the comments. Thanks, sis. I'll actually put that in the comments. So like I said, every Wednesday, starting this Wednesday at 4 p.m., this is what we're going to be doing. And I invite listen, y'all know I love my cigars. I will be smoking. Grab your stick, grab your bourbon, your wine, your whiskey. See, she got her bourbon. I've got my wine. And just have conversation with us. Let us know what you guys are feeling, what you guys are thinking. If there's anything that you want us to research or to talk about, DM me, DM Ivy, or you can email it at empower@blackspasms.org. Something, that you might not want to come out and say publicly, which is totally fine. Mm-hmm. Being anonymous is fine. The thing is the stories. That's what we're after. We're after the stories. We're after the experiences. And we've got something really cool that we think will definitely help. We're going to talk about that on Wednesday. Also, every Sunday on Instagram at 3 p.m., we're going to do a recap and a pre-cap. A recap of the previous week's show and a
pre-cap of the next Wednesday.
Okay, so hang on. It says that we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. It is possible the stream ended. Okay.
That's all right. We can keep rolling because we can post it after. I mean, we can post it after.
Okay. All right. So hang on. I'm going to try to add Facebook back in. So give me you can keep talking. I'm just,
Oh yeah, I'm checking in with folks to see if we're still on Facebook. But listen, we know this is being recorded. We're gonna post it, obviously.
Yes. This is being recorded. So it looks like we're back up on Facebook. Okay.
Excellent.
Cool.
So if you guys felt a glitch, looks like YouTube was still good. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. We got some. Okay, so we got some folks watching on YouTube. They're not having any issues. And then I'm like this one, Allison. So, listen, you guys are awesome. Like, to have feedback. I don't even know, man. This is Nikki and I've been talking about this since June. And for those of you who've been supporting us, since then, thank you. This is what we've been doing. This is what we wanted to have conversation. So anyway, I'm gonna move on
to the fun stuff.
To the fun stuff. So Quarantine Chronicles. We got 3 things today. We got Quarantine Chronicles, we got Binging Best, and we've got Cigar and Bourbon. So Quarantine Chronicles. So Nikki, 60 seconds. What did you do while we were forcibly shut down? Besides talk to me.
Dang, that's my 60 seconds. Actually, I kind of did what our second topic is. I did a lot of binge watching, catching up on a lot of shows. Really, honestly, I just took time to clear my mental. It's just, with the hustle and bustle and the rat race of life, you're constantly going, you get into this rut and this routine. It just felt good to just sit still. And to just, figure out things, empty out, the crazy stuff that I was holding on to, unpacking my mental luggage, as Allison said.
Yes.
Really, and just enjoying the downtime. Hold on. I got to close my blinds because
I was wondering when that sun was going to get on your nerves. I was like,
good gosh, I'm sorry.
You're on Eastern. I'm on Central, so the sun's still up high for me. It's not hot yet.
That thing was driving me crazy. But that's pretty much all I've been doing. Just enjoying my relationship, enjoying my family, talking to you, working on Black Spasms, and things of that nature. Just trying to soak up as much knowledge, as I can. Familiarizing myself with constitutional law, which I never thought that I would be doing. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I have been, let's see, 60 seconds. Black Spasms. For sure. Wake up with it, go to sleep with it, in between doing other stuff, getting my web development work back really expanded and broadened again. And Black Spasms, I built out the entire site. We built this team. We've had constant Zooms. We have a group text message chat that needs to be written. It's its own book. So we probably need to release that. No, we've just been supporting each other and building and figuring out how we can actually make a difference, because we didn't just want to be out here just talking about stuff. We want to make a difference. And so how are we going to contribute was the question that we asked ourselves every day. So we did that. I started my second set of locks, so those are going, getting a little hang. But that's it, and binging. So, so
to those that are watching, what have you guys been doing? Let us know in the comments. Like, what have you guys been doing?
Tell us what you've been doing. Those of you who've been homeschooling the kids and
yes, I want to hear all about those kind of experiences. Those who have kids. Juggling virtual learning and working and this, that, and the other, knock on wood. Ivy and I don't have that issue. So nope. I would love to hear from you guys, in the comments. Let us know how, those things are going, your frustrations, your joys, all that good stuff. Like, this isn't going to be just us talking. This is going to be interactive. We want you guys to comment as much as possible. We want you to interact with us, throw some stuff our way. I don't want this to be one of those podcasts where it's like, okay, they're talking again. I want you guys to get excited, like Nikki and Ivy are on today, so.
It's going to be fun. Let me tell you, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be informative, and it's going to be passionate, and it is not going to be scripted. So just know that we're coming to the table. This is a release for us. This is a platform for you to release, and we are here for all of it. So binging bests. Okay.
Yes.
So that's my dealio. So here's the deal. I know there's I guess some controversy circulating around Netflix or something, and people are canceling Netflix. I don't know. I saw the little poster thing. I'm not commenting on any of that. I don't know enough, and I'm not going to comment on it. So if you've canceled Netflix, don't think this is a Netflix endorsement, please. Okay, nobody's. I'm just saying this is what I've been watching, and what we've been watching. So let me share this with you guys. So I just did the top 3. I just did Netflix, Hulu, and Prime this time, but I will be adding Apple TV. Plus, I will be adding Disney Plus, ESPN Plus as well. So that'll be next time, though. So can everybody see it? Can't see it. I'm sharing the screen. There we go. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So so my Netflix picks, what we wanted to do was pick like just one of the favorite things that we're watching right now. And then we also wanted to pick one of our favorite things that we're watching that is a Black voice, whether it be a director or lead or what have you. So Ratchet is definitely my pick this today, this week. Sarah Paulson just did her thing on there. I mean, and I didn't see American Horror Story. I'm gonna go now and watch that. From what I'm getting from people, it was like it was similar type of feel, and it's obviously the same person that did it. But I loved that. I couldn't put it down. Very, very good. So, and then The Old Guard, just a superb movie that. I don't like to do spoilers or teasers, but it's a superb movie, very well done. And the director is actually a Black woman, and her name is Gina Prince Bythewood. And so she used to work on Different World, and she did Love and Basketball. Like she worked on a lot of stuff. So that's that pick for Netflix. All right, Hulu. Listen, I had to do it. I had to do Golden Girls because anybody that knows me knows that if I wasn't wearing my Wander shirt and drinking out of my Wander glass, I would have on a Golden Girls shirt. I threw that in because Golden Girls always been worthy for me. And if you're ever on a game show and Golden Girls question comes up, please find me so I can help you win that money, and I'll only take 10%. Like seriously, but I will make sure you don't miss that because I can quote it verbatim. Anyway, all 7 seasons. So that was my funny one. But in terms of Black voices, if you have not seen The Rape of Recy Taylor, it is an extremely important documentary. It is. I had never heard of her. I didn't know her story, and as it says right there, she spoke up, and that's why we have her story, and that's why we know. And it's just something that you need to see and understand. And again, this is a black spasm. This is a severe black spasm that this young lady at the time went through in the 50s, and it's just something you need to watch. So please do that. Do yourself a favor and watch that one. It's not an easy watch, but black spasms aren't easy to stomach. So so Prime Video. So goes without saying, John Lewis, Good Trouble. You will have to rent or buy that one. I didn't have anything in my free Prime that really stood out to me from Black Voices. You will have to rent or buy that one. Please do it. And I'll let Nikki talk about The Boys because I put that up for her. I've never seen it, but it's in my.
Well, those that know me know I love Marvel. This isn't Marvel. It's basically about superheroes that are bad superheroes. It's great if you love sex, blood, gore. It's perfect. And this season, they're on season 2. It's way more gory than the first season. Lots of blood. I mean, if you like Quentin Tarantino and that kind of blood gore, then you're gonna love The Boys. Absolutely love The Boys. So let us know what you guys have been binge watching. What are some of your favorites that we didn't cover? We're gonna have some fun segments in our weeklies, and binge watching is definitely one of them because it helps us deal with stuff. I'm finding out, Ivy, we're back live on Facebook, but for some reason the comments aren't popping up in the thing. So I've been on my tablet trying to respond to people.
And guys, thank you.
Thank
you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback and letting us know, because this is our first live broadcast, so we got to work out all the kinks. But we appreciate you, Chelsea. Thank you for sharing that we went part 2. She put that up. So when we had that lag, we need you. We need you guys out there letting us know what's up. All right, so that's the binging. All right, now are we ready for cigars and bourbon? Nikki, do you want me to start, dear, since you're working on that?
Yeah, someone commented. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to read these out real quick since I can't do it on there. So Leslie said, I've been black, great. Chelsea commented, homeschooling, freelancing, black spasms work, and drinking tons of coffee.
That's our illustrator, Chelsea.
Yes, and she also commented, Marvel forever. You got that right, kiddo. Awesome. I wanted to give a shout out to Louie. Thank you for hanging in there, sis, for continuing to watch. So Alana, someone from YouTube commented, awesome, thanks. So she says, can't binge watch it, but I'm loving Lovecraft Country. That is my all-time favorite. It's on HBO Max. If you guys don't know, it's about Jim Crow era with sci-fi. It's just so well written, and it's really, really weird, but it's absolutely awesome. And I am 2 episodes behind, so no spoilers, please.
Well, is that our edit? I just went away. Is that our book editor,
Alana Thomas? Is that who that is?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Good to see you, dear. So no, thank you guys for all the feedback. We are loving it. I'm getting text messages, Facebook messages, yes, everything. You guys are awesome. This is awesome. We can multitask because we're nerds. So I got everything running all at the same time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I got it all.
We got it all running. We can respond 4 different ways, So this this is why this is going to be so fun, because it's organic,
guys. Like she said, it's not scripted. This is just us. Also, with the cigar, we're on Cigars and Bourbon right now, and with the cigars and bourbon, I do the cigars, she does the bourbon. So we're gonna have special guests on. It's not gonna always be us. So if you've got something that you want to share with the cigars, with the bourbon, with the binge watching, like I said, reach out to us, DM me. We would love to have you guys on. This is, like I said, this isn't going to be just about us. So right now, shout out to Tesoro Tobacco, Louis and Michael out of Miami. This is their Maduro. I am going to put up their website real quick.
And while Nikki's pulling that up, some people may be like, okay, why are you doing this segment? Well, we're doing this segment because this is how Nikki and I chill and talk to each other. So we wanted it to be very organic and just remind everybody we're real people. And we have there's just too much fake going on, and it's like it's exhausting. And we're humans, and we wake up every day, and most of us are trying to do it better every day. And we're, sometimes we're successful, sometimes we're not, but most of us are waking up trying to do it better every day. So if you've got your little glass of red wine at the end of the day, or you got your cigar, or whatever you do, enjoy your moment. Enjoy your moment. This is a way that we get to relax and chill out and talk, and it eases the pressure a little bit of being live on Facebook. So, and Nikki's going to be able to do all this stuff with the cigars and tell you and tell you more about the Black lives and Black stories in cigars, which she's educated me on. I didn't know anything about that. And I'm going to try to do the very same thing with you with spirits and with bourbon especially. So, Nikki, did you want to talk about the Unbanded real quick?
No, I want to get the person who actually created that on. I'm cool. Waiting for him to get back to me.
So we'll do that on Wednesday.
Yeah, if I can get him, then I will. So. I'm just going to be transparent. I was kind of nervous about the cigar aspect because I didn't want it to distract from, the topic and what we're doing. And so I talked about it with Ivy and Chelsea and my boyfriend, and they're all like, Nikki, this is just who you are. Anybody that knows knows that you love cigars. So I would love to have Louis and Michael on. They have their cigar line, Tesoro Tobacco. This is about uplifting people. So we're about uplifting and empowering and sharing. So I'm a huge advocate, of their line. And so, this I lost my train of thought. See, organic, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I forgot. I was getting ready to say that happens way too often. But yeah, we're gonna have fun because we need fun in our lives right now. We need something to make us smile. Something to make us laugh with everything else. That's going on, and we hope that you guys will schedule us in your schedule. Wednesdays at 4 p.m. live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And then on Sundays, recap of the previous show and a recap of the previous show and a precap of the upcoming show will be live on Instagram because I can't leave out my Instagram fam. And most of them are cigar smokers. So I want them to know, that they can come on and smoke with us and chill. And like I said, we want you to be active in the comments. Let us know what you think. If there's something you think we can improve upon, listen, we are open to it. Okay. We are open to it. So, that's pretty much it. Y'all know, listen, with everything that's going on in the US of A, this right here keeps me sane. It keeps me calm. I think better, when I smoke. I know some people, look at me because I'm a female and this, that, and the other. And nah, this is what I do. And if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. I have gotten to that point where I'm not going to accept negativity anymore. You guys have been seeing my comments. I'm calling out everything, especially the racist, the racist comments. I'm big on Instagram, and if you're part of the cigar culture, you understand what being in a lounge, what that means, and the camaraderie and the conversations that we have, the type of people that you meet. It's a great feeling, to have that. But lately, I've been seeing that a lot of my SOTLs and BOTLs, for those who don't know what that means, it's Brothers of the Leaf and Sisters of the Leaf. Their true colors have come out. And I guess they think that because this binds us, that it's okay and it will be tolerated. It will not, because I'm Black before I'm anything else. So I've been calling people out on that, and I hope that you all, are doing the same. So this podcast is going to be for everybody, all walks of life, all colors, all nationalities, everything. We want to hear about your experiences, especially, I want to get my cigar smokers. This is not a cigar podcast. I don't want to get that confused, but I also want to point out and to just acknowledge those, that are in the industry that are making a difference and things of that nature. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Absolutely.
And
we talk a lot about Nikki, I think you need to turn me down.
Turn you down what?
On your side. I can hear myself. We talked a lot about what we wanted to include, in terms of experience and everything like that. And, we need to talk about all kinds of things, and we really are. We are going to do some deep dives. Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun, but we're also going to get extremely real. And
yes.
I'm very much looking forward to sharing this screen with one of the most educated and caring human beings that I've come in contact with, and who I have been blessed to have in my life since 2009, I believe, right, Nikki? So
yes.
I am grateful to share the screen with this amazing sister right here, and all the work that she's done to make this happen. So you're gonna hear some serious gifts being given. And we're also willing to receive the gifts of knowledge and experience, and ready to receive those from everybody that's watching. So, yes, we do have the sippers. So I'm just going to throw up my little bourbon side, and then we're gonna close it out and get out of y'all's hair. But this is waiting for my share screen to pop up. A little bit of a delay on Miss Nikki, like about 10 seconds on the screen. So if everybody can see that, today is Uncle Nearest 1884. Don't worry about how much is gone. Don't worry about that.
That must mean it's good.
Drinking it out of my Not All Who Wander Are Lost glass. Not all those who wander are lost glass. With my shirt and my tattoo is upside down. Anyway, Uncle Nearest, for those of you who don't know, I wanted to feature this particular whiskey bourbon because it is actually named after a formerly enslaved man named Nathaniel Nearest Green, as you can see on your screen, who actually taught Jack Daniel how to distill. So all y'all out there drinking Jack Daniels and enjoying that and everything like that that's come out of that distillery, Uncle Nearest actually taught Jack. And of course, at that time, being a Black man, he couldn't be in the forefront of it. And so those who have cared about that experience and that history have pushed Uncle Nearest to the forefront here in recent years. And so that's the 1884. I had the 1856 the other day, which is about twice the cost. It was fantastic. It was fantastic, but very, very, very smooth, enjoyable sipper. I do go neat. So as my palate has matured, I do go neat, and just like to enjoy something. It's got a little caramel. It's really light. Nothing crazy. It doesn't have it's not a rye, so it doesn't have that rye burn, which I also enjoy. But just for people, please don't get on here and critique my critique. For all y'all whiskey heads and bourbon heads, I never said I was an expert, so don't even go time. I'm just telling you my experience, my feeling, and obviously wanted to tell that short story of Uncle Nearest, who, like so many of our brothers and sisters, experienced a lifelong Black Spasms. Even having the gifts that he had, he did not get to enjoy the fruits of his labor while he was here. So so that circles it right on back to Black Spasms.
Yes.
We're here for it. We're here for you. We know, we already know we're going to get haters. We already know we're going to have negative comments. We already know people going to say stuff about me, about her, about Les, about anybody. We don't care, because the fact of the matter is, you cannot do anything negative towards the mission and the goal of this. Now, if you see us start to slip and you see us doing something that is not, beneficial to the community or something with Black Spasms, then we expect you to call us out. We expect you just to say something about it. But don't get on here and critique the beginnings of our mission and our platform and all like that, because it's going to fall on deaf ears. You're not going to discourage us. We've already been through the growing pains and the birthing pains of this process, and we're now rolling. We are pushing forward, and we are going to provide the services that we have purpose to provide. We're going to provide the resources and the support, the mental health support. We're going to be doing, I don't know if any of y'all paid attention, but I'm going to be providing genealogy services, introductory genealogy services for folks that have never looked into their family history. Obviously, I'll do that for all those that come and want to support and participate. But I really want to focus on Black families, because tracing your lineage as an African American in this country is not the easiest thing. We've certainly made strides, but there's a lot of, oral history that you have to depend on, a lot of record searching and a lot of visits to county clerk offices and understanding what that process looks like, because I started my process in 2007, is something that I want to share, so that we can, you can not have to trip over the things I tripped over in that process. So we got a lot of stuff, y'all. We could sit on here and talk forever, but I'm just so excited. I think about 2 minutes in, Nikki, I was good. So I mean, I feel like this is exactly what we desired it to be. And that for me, it makes me want to do backflips. I got my cheesy smile about to come out, because it's like we've been wanting this, and we've been working on this for so long, and now we're here, and now we're committed to making this happen every week. And we already have guests lined up, by the way. We're not flying the seat of our pants. We already have topics lined up. We already have certain things that we want to offer, and so you guys just this is the intro.
This is the appetizer. The main course is coming on Wednesday at 4:00. I want you guys. I put the link tree back up, because I want to tell people you can go when you go to Linktree's /Backspasms. It'll take you to our store on Redbubble, and all of the wonderful art that you're talking about that Chelsea has done for us. You can order T-shirts, you can order backpacks, you can order masks, iPhone covers, iPhone skins, you name it, it's there. So that's another way, for us to, you got it up, Ivy? Yep. There we go. So That's some of the artwork. Go to Rise Up because that's one of my favorites. It
So
is. Rise Up is one of my
while
favorites.
I'm navigating this for people, since you brought it up, Nikki, and I was, let me show you how to navigate this, guys. So when you go to our store, this is what you'll see. This is our main store. It shows you featured collections, all the collections, different kinds of things. What I recommend that you do, and I had to learn this while I built this out, and thank you to our illustrator, Chelsea, for introducing me to this platform. You want to switch from shop products to explore designs right here. If you can see where my mouse was. When you go to explore designs, you can actually see the artwork prominently and just by itself. If you like any of those pieces, what you can do is then click on it. So Nikki wanted to go to the Rise Up. So you can go to shop all products for Rise Up. And then you can see everything that we offer in the Rise Up.
Yes. So I got skirts, stickers, laptop sleeves.
Yep.
This is another way you guys can support us. I mean, I think some of them, are there pillows in that one?
There are.
You got bags. There's
one
pillows. You got backpacks. You've got mugs. This is what we've been doing during quarantining. We have been, building up so we didn't want to come empty-handed. We thought a lot about this. There's been a lot of meetings, a lot of sleepless nights. Ivy is an amazing website designer. And Chelsea and her brilliance with the arts is crazy. So the two of them, together, you can go to the store, you can buy stuff and just rep what we're trying to get across. So they were praying.
I wanted to talk about this one for 1 second, Nikki, because
go ahead.
We haven't gotten a lot of traction. It didn't seem or we're getting a lot of likes on the She Was Sleeping. This is the He, She, They, We series. And, we have ones like that are, sharing Elijah McClain's story. He was cold, with a beautiful, original graphic that Chelsea did for him. Trayvon Martin, he was buying candy. So we have those, and they're just reminders. They're just reminders of these stories that unfortunately we know. It's extremely unfortunate that we know them because they paid the ultimate Black spasm, as I said before. But we want to continue to remind people that these lives were here and they were taken because they were Black. And this one, I don't know if everybody understands what this one is. And this is about the Charleston Nine. And I don't know if everybody remembers.
Oh, yes, I do.
The 9 lives that were taken by the assassin that in Charleston, South Carolina. Yes. And Chelsea and I got together and we cried over this one. I mean, I came up with the concepts, and so we did them, and she illustrated them again. This is stuff that was happening in my brain, and she made it look exactly the way it was in my brain. And so she had done it, and she had she had a couple little stars, and I said, we need 9 stars, I guess, because she had the stars there, and she said, okay, hold on. And she ended up doing 9 crosses, and that's what I saw. But I went with what she had there. But my point is that this thing has been so organic and so connected that even when I don't say it, because our purpose is the same, because the message that we want to share is the same, because our passion is the same behind this.
It's okay. It's gonna be some tears shed, y'all. This is just. When she said that it's organic, it means it's true.
This was one that I, when she put the 9 crosses there, I said that was it. That was what I saw. And so that one I wanted to highlight because I don't think that everybody even remembers the situation, because there's been so many, and who wants to sit around and think about all the lives that have been lost? I mean, it's exhausting. It's excruciating. It is heavy. But this one, I just wanted to share for those that don't realize what this particular design was honoring. It was the 9 lives that were lost, the Charleston Nine, and it just a reminder that all they were doing was praying. All Brianna was doing was sleeping.
Yes.
And so we this is oh man, this is all day. This is the experience. This is until I get this out of me. I can't, and so these designs, having people on this team that Les can write these things out and bring these ideas out and brings ideas to the table of his own, and Nikki can create platforms for this to come out that are outside of my realm. And then Chelsea can illustrate, and I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with to bring this forward and bring this to you. So we are here. We are real human beings. We're going to have a Black Spasm probably later today. We're probably going to have one in the morning. We're going to share. We're going to continue to be there for yours and for all of our allies out there that are watching and going, okay, this is something that some of my folks need to see, or somebody that I know that's closed-minded needs to see, or share it, because we're not going to be on here bashing anybody. Trust and believe. There's not going to be any hatred on this podcast. Please understand that. This is all love. When we talk about constructively issues that are happening with leaders, or issues that are happening with a certain small group of people that are doing certain things, and we call out certain named groups and things of that nature, that's what we're going to be doing. But trust and believe, there is no hatred, okay? There is absolutely no hatred. This is not just some kind of, we hate another group type situation, okay? For those of you who don't understand, our illustrator, the one that births these ideas, that puts pen to paper, is white. And she is amazing. And she is so passionate about Black lives. I can't even wrap my mind around it. So this is about us coming together and figuring out how to stop these negative experiences.
Yes.
For those who happen to look different than the people who are making a lot of the decisions. Let's get this thing together, and let's figure out how we can do this together through education, through support, through conversations, through exposure. Let's expose the idiocy. Let's expose the racism. Let's expose the hatred. And we're going to do all of that in love. So
yes, I want to give my Black Spasm just so that people understand exactly what we mean by stories. I was working in the financial industry for a very high publicized stock brokerage firm. And it was my first day, all excited and everything. And I come to work. Now, behind the scenes, before I got there, there was someone in my position. That person had gotten promoted. And so the person that I was going to be working for did not know this. So I show up, and of course, he's an older white man. I'm a young Black woman. And the area that I was working in is called a bullpen. So it's pretty much all the junior people, working with the stock market, this, that, and the other. He was very angry at the fact that the person that he had worked with for years was no longer in that position. So, and I'm not going to say the N-word. I'm going to say what he called me. He called me a nigger in front of everybody. Now, I could have taken the low road, but this is way before Michelle Obama. I took the high road. And I let him finish his comment, his statement, whatever you want to call it. And I had to calm myself down, because I knew that if I went at him the way that I was feeling, the cops were going to be called. So I had to calm myself down. After I calmed down, I had a Claire Huxtable moment. I went into his office and I closed the door and I told him that is the first and the last time that he will ever address me outside of my God-given name. And he tried to explain. I said, there is nothing you can say to excuse what you just did to me in front of everyone. So that was a black spasm that I experienced. So when we say that we're looking for your experiences, we're looking for things like that where you were called out or you were discriminated against or whatever because of the color of your skin. He did not know me. He didn't know my education, my background, my merit. He knew nothing about me. All he knew is that I was a black woman. And he used one of the worst words to call a black person in front of everybody. And there had to be about 20 people there. So everyone's looking at me and they're like, you know, they're waiting. See, that was another reason that I didn't respond, because all eyes were on me. And I guess they were waiting for me to respond the way, a black woman is supposed to respond. No, because it wasn't. Exactly. It wasn't about them. It was about what he did to me. Right. And I had to go into his office and address him. Well, I guess he must have gone home and told his wife, because the next day I get a phone call from his wife. And she says, hello, may I speak to Nikki? And I said, this is she. And she says, this is such and such's wife. And I'm like, okay, I had no idea what to expect out of this. Mm-hmm. She says, I want to give you my telephone number, my personal number. She says, if you have any problems with him, you call me directly. Because I do not tolerate that. She was from the South. She was a Southern white woman. She said, I do not tolerate that. She said, I lived through it and I will be damned if I'm going to be married to that. I don't know what she did to that man, but when he came in the next day, I had a basket full of fruit, full of muffins that this woman had made me. And I was like, I didn't eat it because I didn't know, I didn't trust it. But honestly,
I was just about to say that, hey, I would.
Right, but after that, I had no more problems out of that man. None. I don't know what she did to him. I don't know what she said to him, but he was the nicest man to me after that. And then, he explained to me why he was upset and this, that, and the other, which I understand. I get it. But I said the way you handled it, it could have been handled 100 different other ways, And so I had actually gone to my supervisor, who was a white woman, that the day that it happened. And she told me, well, what do you want me to do about it? Excuse me? Excuse me?
You're not planning on it.
Pretty much. So I felt.
If you got to ask me,
exactly. So this is the first time Ivy's hearing the rest of the story. Like, my spasm is actually on the website. But she didn't hear the rest of the story. So this is all live. This is truly organic. She had no idea what I was going to say. But let's just say when there was so much racism at that particular company, which I will not name, when I left, I typed a 3-page letter to the president of the company. And I FedExed it for signature by him. I did that the day before I left so that he would have gotten it the day that I did leave. I had a friend who was still working at the company after I left. And he called me, I think about a week later, and he said, Nikki, you started something. So apparently the other black people that were there had experienced similar situations, but they never spoke up. This is why it is important to speak up. There was an investigation that was done, and a lot of people were fired. But just imagine if I hadn't spoken,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up with migraines because of that job. I suffered for them for years because of the stress that I was put through, you know, in that position. And it's important to let that go, because if I continue to hold on to that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I would be. You know, it's important to let go of that mental baggage. You know, we can't continue to hold on to that because it affects us in so many ways that we don't even realize.
Mm-hmm.
So when we say we want to hear your stories and your Black spasms, this is what we're talking about. Rather it's work, family, I don't care. And the other thing too is Black spasms don't just happen to Black people. They happen to white people. Think about if you are a white police officer, if you are a white teacher in a predominantly Black area, or you're teaching Black kids, and you see things that aren't right and you're trying to change them, and you keep coming against opposition, that too is a Black spasm. So don't think that it's just about us. It affects everybody. Especially if you are a white person and you're trying to help and you keep hitting these roadblocks.
Mm-hmm.
We want to hear about that. We want to talk about that. It's time to rip the Band-Aid off. My hashtag on Instagram is "the time for pleasantries has passed." We're past that.
Absolutely.
It's time to shine a light on this. It's time to call it for what it is. It is time for change, but understand that change cannot happen without the help of white people. It just can't. It really cannot. So Wednesday at 4:00, guys, we're going to be back. We're going to be diving deep into Black spasms. We're going to introduce the rest of our team. So please schedule us into your schedule every week on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. If you're on Facebook, it's going to be on my page.
Mm-hmm.
If you have people, and the Black Spasms page, yes. And if you have people that aren't on social media, that's fine. We've got YouTube. We've got Twitter in case people aren't on Instagram or they're not on Facebook. So we tried to make it on platforms that everybody can be a part of this. You can chime in and chat on all the platforms. I don't know what's going on Facebook today, but I'm sorry. Hopefully we can, work that out. Yeah, but that's just, what I just wanted to share my spasms so that people can understand when we talk about spasms exactly what it is. We want to know about, your experiences.
Yes. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate you sharing that. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Nikki and I don't want to be the only ones on the Black Spasms Lives page on the website anymore. People are tired of rereading those two stories. I did put up another one from a young lady that shared, and I have a few more to share. But if this podcast didn't do anything other than give you guys an understanding of what we're doing with Black Spasms, which was the main reason, give you a peek into me and Nikki's Zoom calls and and what we really do with each other, what we really talk about, and then encourage you to submit your Black Spasms and to grab yourself a shirt. I mean, get something, get a cell phone case. I know it's kind of hard. Like I was thinking about it too. Like people are going places, but people aren't going as many places as they used to. So they're not looking.
Right.
Not a lot of people seeing it, but if you want something out of the store, go for it. I did a huge price drop with this last release, which is why I did a big push out on Facebook. So just go in there. All those dollars help us do is keep our operations flowing and keep everything moving forward. This Institute of Understanding is it's a lot of volunteer hours and a lot of volunteer intellectual property. But there are some things that we do have to pay for. And so that is something that we really appreciate you guys contributing to. I'm going to do some big thank yous on Wednesday. We're going to have probably an hour and a half show on Wednesday, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have all of you here with us today. Thank you, Nikki. This was so much fun. Cheers. Where's your wine, girl? You're supposed to, if you look at our little graphic, she's got the wine with the, it's supposed to be red.
My bad. Sorry.
And a cigar. But anyway, this has been real, y'all. So it's 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Central. We're going to check out here as we wind down. 60 seconds.
Somebody commented on Facebook, and it's not popping up. I'm sure I had put it on the screen, but Ty says, went through the same thing on my job of 15 years. I actually sued them for discrimination and won back in 2014. They've been doing it for years to Black people, but especially Black women. Mm-hmm. They had the wrong. She said they had the wrong one this time around.
It sounded like they did. And you know what? Exactly. We need to empower everyone to be the wrong one. We just put up John Lewis, good trouble. We were trying to make some good trouble. And that's what it's about. We're not going to sit back and listen to this anymore. You know, our parents went through this stuff. Our grandparents went through this stuff. It's time out. If we don't want our kids and our grandkids to go through this stuff, we need to start making actual changes. And it doesn't start anywhere except right here, individually. What are you doing? What conversations are you having? What minds are you able to you can't change minds, but you certainly can have an effect on minds. And where are you going, and what are you doing, and how are you presenting, humanity and how we should be a better version of that? How are we doing that every day? So if we can figure that out together, then I'll do a podcast every day. I don't care. We gotta get it done, y'all. We have to get it done. Yes. And we need every single person. We need everybody. So if you care at all, and I know you do, let's keep plugging away at it. And I'm excited to recap.
Don't put this up again.
Link tree. Hit us up on the link tree, and I will continue to keep that updated when we have new tools and apps and platforms. It'll all be on our link tree. It's an amazing tool. Again, thank you, Chelsea, for introducing me to that. It is so nice to have someone just slightly younger than me who is on top of this kind of stuff and knows about all these tools. Okay, she's more than slightly younger than me. So I'm not trying to, Chelsea, you're young. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging with us. Really appreciate it. I will, again, on Wednesday, I will put the countdown up on my page so you guys know that we are definitely going live. I will try to do that every single week. And like I said, go to Linktree /blackspasms.com. Sorry. Share that.
It's right there.
Yeah, share that, with the YouTube page and all of that stuff. So I really want to thank everybody. Like I said, Wednesday we're going to deep dive more into Black Spasms, what it is that we're doing, what it is that we're offering, all that good stuff, informative stuff that people might not know about. We're going to have that stuff, a lot of research going on. So if I'm not really active on social media like that because Ivy has me busy researching a whole bunch of stuff. So, if you hit me up and I don't respond back, that's why, because I'm trying to prepare. But no, in all seriousness, I just, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank those who said that they were going to watch for watching and supporting me. It really, really means the world. And Louie and Michael, if you guys are still watching, I would love to have you guys on the show talking about, your cigar brand and things of that nature. We're about, and anybody else. I mean, if you know of a company that, you want to shout out or whatever, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're trying to empower and uplift, not tear down. So
we're sharing information, y'all.
Exactly.
So you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. And we will see you on Wednesday.
Yes. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.